Hey, and welcome to Muffin Madness. That's what I'm calling today. Early this morning, I've been studying on my journey, and I thought I'm going to my Instagram account and scroll all the way to the beginning from when I started it. Because I started on Connect, so there's a lot of stuff on Connect that I won't get back because I'm not an actual member of Weight Watchers. But then I started on Instagram a couple years ago, so I scrolled all the way back and I started looking through my posts, trying to pick out some basics, just some basics from where I started. These 3 recipes were before I ever even considered a YouTube channel, so that's how far back these go. David likes to have muffins in the freezer. He'll throw them over there at his place, let them thaw out, and then he'll have them before he goes to bed. Well, one of these is one of his favorites. But what I made today, the first one I made, are just plain old sugar-free chocolate muffins. There's nothing special about them. But I like to use them as a vehicle for other good stuff. I won't lie, they're kind of dry on their own. They're not a moist muffin. They don't have chocolate chips in them or anything like that. But they're made with a sugar-free cake mix, which, by the way, I had to make my own because my store didn't have the chocolate. You'll see that. But they're good crumbled as trifles with pudding, with yogurt, with ice cream, with chocolate syrup, with Cool Whip. You can make all kind of things with them, so they're a great vehicle for chocolate dessert. All these go in the freezer. Now the second one is a pineapple muffin, and these are like David's favorites. I based these off of a cake that I made him for years, a pineapple cake. And when I started Weight Watchers, I wanted that cake, but I didn't want the points. So I came up with just making the little cupcakes. I'm going to tell you what, they taste just like the cake, just in little versions. He's already had him a couple. Oh my gosh, I had one, and it is absolutely delicious. Even if I did mess up, which you'll see, and forget to put the brown sugar on before I baked it, still, they're delicious. The third one, these are corn muffins. These are from Daniel Hollick, and I got these when I was on Connect. They use his trick of, instead of using cream corn, he blends the corn up in a food processor. Well, as it turned out today, I read the recipe wrong. Now, I have made these numerous times, but I have a bad habit of not really reading too good. It's supposed to have 2 cans of corn. I only used 1. Didn't realize it until I already mixed them up, already had them in the pan. I was checking to see how long to bake them, and then I saw 2 cans of corn. Oh no, messed up. Well, I baked them anyway. I'm going to tell you what, I think I like them better. Don't tell him. That's Daniel Hollick. He's Captain Cupcake, guilt-free gourmet. Y'all know him. I had David taste it, and David's not a cornbread person, but he said there was something about that texture that he really liked. So all 3 of these recipes are already on my website. I will update to tell you how to turn a yellow cake mix into a chocolate cake mix. I'll update the recipe for that, and I will update my the corn muffin mix, so you can have the option of using 1 or 2 cans of corn, however you want to do it. Either way are good. If the first regular way wasn't good, I wouldn't have kept making them. So, but sometimes little happy accidents, they happen. So now the difference in this cooking video and the other ones I do is I'm trying something new. I have been playing around with voiceovers. I've never done them, and I've been playing with them, and the editing program that I use had a bug, and I've been working over a week emailing back and forth for them, telling me different things to do. So yesterday we got it fixed, knock on wood, it stays that way. So I think I've already cooked all of these for you, but to put them in one nice little muffin video, I'll just kind of hit the high spots, kind of do a little voiceover, and it's not going to be perfect. It's my first time. There's going to be bugs. I'm probably going to, you hear my airplane. Nice out here today. I will tell you what, it's nice. I got my air conditioner on. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today. And If my voiceover works, I'll try it again. We'll just see. This is the maiden voyage, so stick around. We're going to head over to the kitchen and get started on these muffins. The first one we're going to make is going to be the chocolate. They didn't have chocolate cake mix at my store, so I'm going to take this yellow one, this is sugar-free, and turn it into a chocolate cake. This is 7 tablespoons of plain cocoa powder, 6 tablespoons to turn that cake mix into a chocolate cake mix. 1 tablespoon is for the extra added chocolate that I would add if it were a chocolate cake mix to begin with. Now, we get that all whisked up really well before we add our wet ingredients. And that would be 1 1/2 cups of water, then 3 eggs. And we want to mix that up really well and get it well combined before we add our next ingredient. Now, our next ingredient coming up is going to be plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Same thing. Mix it up really, really well. Now, I'm using my large cookie scoop, and to begin with, I put too much batter. I should have stuck with just 1 scoop, but I added more. So you'll see momentarily I had 2 empty holes left. So what I did was I just took a little spoon, scooped out of some of the bigger ones to finish out the muffins and get a full 24 muffins. It's okay. They turned out just fine. Now, these will bake at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. This, I just wanted to show you how easily they release from the pan. I just had to bang it there on the counter a couple times. Now for our pineapple cupcakes. I'm using full cupcake liners. Do not use paper. And when we get these out of the oven, I'm going to show you why. Start with a yellow sugar-free cake mix, just like we did on the chocolate, except this one we're just going to leave like it is. To that, we're going to add 1/2 cup or 1 little single serving size of plain unsweetened applesauce. Then we're going to add 3 eggs. Now, this next step is pineapple extract. You do not have to add it. I just always have. I got it at Amazon. Years ago, I got it from a company. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, I have it linked below. I think it adds a little extra flavor. I like it. Now we're just going to break the eggs up a little bit. It'll be easier before we pour our liquid in there. We're using a 20-ounce can of pineapple, and I've drained it over a measuring cup because we need 1 cup of liquid. If you need to add water to your pineapple juice, or if you need to pour part of your pineapple juice out, just make sure you have 1 cup of liquid. It just so happened to be I had a perfect 1 cup of pineapple juice. So we want to whisk that in until it's really, really smooth. Then we just need to stir in the pineapple. We don't need to whisk it. Just stir it in until it's completely mixed. Now, if you will notice with my large cookie scoop, I'm only doing 1 scoop per muffin. I'm not making that mistake again that I made with those chocolates. Turned out I needed 6 more liners, so I got 30 total cupcakes. They will bake 15 to 20 minutes. I forgot to put on the brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon per cupcake, before you bake them. That's why mine are crumbly. You'll see coming up. Mine are losing some of their brown sugar. Now here's what I wanted to show you. These are, you can see, full liners, but the inside look papery, but I thought, well, they know what they're doing. Those are the ones that have the paper liner that comes out of it, that separates them. So I wanted to show you the difference in making one in a paper liner. You see how much at the bottom stays stuck on there? And then how much easier it comes off of the pure full liner. So if you don't use your muffin pan, definitely do not use paper. There you go. See the difference? I just wanted to show you that. Alrighty. Finally, we're doing our corn muffins. We have 1 1/4 cups of masa harina and 3/4 cups of yellow cornmeal, just plain. I think white will be just fine. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be. The other dry ingredients are 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. And we just want to whisk that together before we add anything else. For this, you can use your food processor. That's what I've always used until I got my NutriBullet. But we're going to whirl this can of corn with its liquid into a can of quote-unquote creamed corn. That's during the Weight Watchers, it saves points that way. So it doesn't take long. Just blend it up until it looks kind of like this right here. If you can see it, it just looks really, really smooth. Hold on, it's coming. There you go. Now, what I do is I just add my eggs to it. This is not in the original recipe. I just figure I have the little cup already dirty, and it's a good way to blend the eggs without whisking them. So I just whirl it on there just a few seconds just to blend those eggs up. Totally unnecessary, but that's what I do. Now just add that to our dry ingredients and stir it around till it's all good and incorporated. You don't have to whisk it. It does really good with a spatula. Now I am using my large cookie scoop again, only 1 scoop, and I think it turned out to be 18. Yeah, these bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Check them with a toothpick just to make sure they're done. 20 minutes, they were perfect. Okay, here are our 3 muffins. I want to begin with the corn muffin. I just want to show you the texture of the inside of each one of them. So there's the corn muffin. Here is our really, really moist pineapple muffin. You can see I'm losing my brown sugar because I forgot to bake it in or on. And then finally, our chocolate muffin. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one.